Mesothelioma is a rare type of cancer that develops from the mesothelium, which is a protective lining that covers many of the internal organs of the body. Mesothelioma of the abdomen specifically develops in the peritoneum, which is the mesothelium that lines the abdominal and pelvic cavities. Because abdominal mesothelioma is a rare cancer type, the best way to find ongoing clinical trials is to search databases that aggregate all cancer clinical trials in development. The best resource for finding clinical trials is clinicaltrials.gov, which is a service of the United States National Institutes of Health. Clinicaltrials.gov contains a comprehensive listing of both federally and privately supported clinical studies being conducted around the world on a wide range of diseases and conditions, including all types of cancer. On their website, you can search for studies based on the location of the cancer, i.e. abdomen, the type of cancer, i.e. mesothelioma, the phase of the study, 1, 2, 3, 4, and other criteria to find trials that may be accepting patients. When searching clinicaltrials.gov for abdominal mesothelioma trials, use the search terms mesothelioma and abdomen or peritoneal to find the most relevant studies. This will return all interventional studies, testing new treatments, that are actively recruiting patients with mesothelioma of the abdominal cavity. Review the eligibility criteria for each study to see if you qualify for enrollment. It's also helpful to search by location and affiliation to find trials at hospitals near you. In addition to clinicaltrials.gov, other resources to search for mesothelioma clinical trials include the websites of the National Cancer Institute, NCI, individual National Cancer Institute designated cancer centers, and leading cancer hospitals. The NCI maintains a cancer clinical trials registry that aggregates clinical trials from NCI-supported networks. Cancer center websites often list their currently open and accruing trials in different cancers, including mesothelioma. Large cancer hospitals may maintain their own clinical trial search tools. Outside of the US, international databases like the European Union Clinical Trials Register, (ACTR), and the Australian New Zealand Clinical Trials Registry, (ANZCTR), contain listings of clinical studies being conducted around the world. These international registries can help find mesothelioma trials not only in other countries but also multinational or global studies. When a potentially relevant clinical trial is identified, the next step is to contact the principal investigator or trial coordinator listed to obtain more detailed information and determine eligibility. Factors like age, disease stage and characteristics, prior treatments, and medical history will be assessed. If eligible based on the inclusion, exclusion criteria, the informed consent process will be initiated, which outlines the study procedures, potential risks and benefits, and patient rights and responsibilities as a clinical trial participant. Some other tips when searching for abdominal mesothelioma clinical trials include frequently checking clinicaltrials.gov and other registries for new or accruing studies, as many cancer trials have rolling or continuous enrollment. It's also a good idea to ask your medical oncologist, surgeon, or local cancer hospital about any mesothelioma studies that may be underway but not yet publicly listed. Enrolling in clinical trials offers patients access to cutting-edge experimental therapies while also contributing to the advancement of treatment options for this rare cancer in the future. Ongoing research remains vital for improving outcomes for abdominal mesothelioma. Clinicaltrials.gov is the most comprehensive resource for finding ongoing clinical trials for mesothelioma of the abdomen. Searching terms related to the cancer location and type will return active interventional studies looking to enroll new patients. International registries and individual cancer center websites can also help identify potentially relevant experimental treatment options worldwide. Contacting investigators for further screening allows determination of trial eligibility and consideration of clinical trial participation if qualified. Monitoring listings frequently and discussing with care providers enhances opportunities for accessing emerging investigational therapies.